Even more Pokemon Sun and Moon news. So coming from the demo, all the Pokeball animations are inside of the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo that were revealed in the data mine. I think we're starting to run out of things to talk about with the data mine though, but this is still pretty big. I know a lot of people are like, oh man, Verlisify just really wants that sweet YouTube money. He'll talk about anything. Well, actually, Pokeballs are one of the most significant thing to my channel because it goes along with detecting hacks, and also I'm just a big fan of Pokeball animations, Pokeball breeding, and in several videos I've talked about really wanting ball capsules to make a return in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Also, I believe that there was no evidence supporting ball capsules in the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo data mine, so actually never mind, I hate the demo, I hate Pokemon Sun and Moon, everything doesn't matter because I can't have pretty balls, but let's go and check out the balls that are in the game because I just like them. So, Cherish Ball animations, what I really like about Pokemon Sun and Moon, this is actually a really cool feature about Pokemon Sun and Moon that we get to understand because of all of the new Pokeball animations that we're seeing, is that when we watch Pokemon X and Y and we see things from Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, the Pokeballs don't really make much of a statement. You know, it's a little bit of a flash, and sometimes you even have to decipher what the Pokeball animation is, and that could be used for hack checking, or it also could be used for just appreciation. That Kurtz balls, these bank balls that are from Dream World or even 4th generation, these are very valuable. That breeding those down takes like a lot of effort and a lot of time to do, so it'd be nice if that really shows. And also, a lot of events come in Cherish Balls, so being able to point out the Cherish Ball animation, you know, it's a big explosion, a lot of rainbowy glitter stuff instead of like a few flashes of rainbow, and that's kind of it. Means that you can tell when a Pokemon is an event and when it's not an event, therefore you can actually figure out what it's going to do competitively. Say like the event Dialga, I think that was one to talk about. I actually ended up finding quite a few examples about how good event balls can work out for you. So we have the telepathy ability Dialga, which means that this was the only Dialga event in the 6th generation, therefore the only blue pentagon Dialga, and it comes in a Cherish Ball. So if you see a Cherish Ball Dialga, you're going to know it's a modest nature and has the telepathy ability. So this could have been really valuable in VGC 2016 when only Blue Pentagon Legendaries were allowed. Also looking at Steven's Beldum, so everyone gets a shiny Beldum for Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, but if it is not in a Cherish Ball, then it might not be a legal shiny Beldum. And also there's a lot of other things, since Beldum is in a genderless egg group, if it's bred, it only gets a Pokeball. So if you see a non-Pokeball 5-6 IV shiny Metagross or something like that, then that means it is pretty much certainly hacked. And then also, for another example, we have the Mewtwo, that this was a shiny Unnerve, so hidden ability Mewtwo, that came out in a Cherish Ball. So if you see a shiny, you know, non-Unnerve, non-Cherish Ball Mewtwo, then that also brings suspicion of a hacked Pokemon. And now we can also go and check out some of the other animations, because that was just fun stuff. Like Dive Ball, a lot of people really like having Dive Ball for water Pokemon. Dream Ball just kind of works for whatever Pokemon was obtainable in the Dream Ball. And then also just kind of like personal preference. I actually really like this, that the Dusk Ball kind of has these little wisps. And also, yo, that is actually really cool with like the whole swirly effect that comes out right as the Pokemon forms. So I think what we have is the initial, we have the Pokeball, the initial poof, and then the lasting effects. That's actually real nice. It spirals into like these purpley wisps and stuff. The Great Ball, it just kind of has like this powerful blue with a little bit of shininess. I kind of like that. The Great Ball, actually fun fact about Verlisify, Great Ball is my favorite Pokeball. Quick Ball, not really looking too much different, a little bit more brighter, bit more diamondy sparkles. And that is the Friend Ball. I was like, wait a second. Now we're starting to get into like Kurt Balls and stuff, and that's where it's going to start getting interesting. Friend Ball, actually a lot of like green and stuff. I don't really see too many people having like Friend Balls for the Bank Balls. Heal Ball animation, we actually get to use the Heal Ball in the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo. That's something that you get to see. It's kind of like a lesser Dream Ball. Not as cloudy and poofy, but you do get some nice pink effects for it. Yo, the Heavy Ball animation is really... Yo, the Level Ball animation is really cool. So yeah, like this could... Man... I don't, like, okay, there's a lot of theories going around. Even Philip right here, he's been doing a lot of the Pokemon Sun and Moon demo leak coverage, so he is worth checking out. He did a video on Kurt's Balls being in the Pokemon Sun and Moon data mine. Now, I don't think that we're going to have access to Kurt's Balls in the game. That we saw the Apricorns, they were in the data for X and Y and Mega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire as well. So the Apricorns data is still in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and then that means there's even more of a generational gap. Like, if you still have Heart Gold or Soul Silver, and you get to go all the way back, catch your Pokemon that ball, and then bring it over, that's really cool. And then that means, legally, only 4th generation Pokemon can have it. You're not going to find a 5th, 6th, or 7th generation Pokemon in one of these balls. So that means the effect is going to be even more prized. I really like the idea of the exclusivity right there. The Love Ball, Another one, it just got a little heart right there. You see quite a few Pokemon Love Ball even comes out with a nice heart as well. Lure Ball actually looks more snowy and flaky and stuff like that, but that's actually still pretty cool. Oh, yo, is that Sand Dollar? I think that's like a Sand Dollar animation. That really goes with the Alola region. That's actually pretty cool. Now I'm like looking for little things. I just really like that ray, that electric spark kind of feel. Yo, the Luxury Ball is pretty cool though. Luxury Ball is kind of like a less blue and yellow on that, but the Luxury Ball, more people might be catching Pokemon those because that's just class right there. We even have like the little, lens flare bubbles, some sparkly stuff. That is really nice. Master Ball, that is going to stand out as your purple ball. The Moon Ball, it's okay. I guess you got a little like, full moon on a blue sky kind of thing, even though it doesn't really make too much sense, but it's all right. Actually, the Moon Ball is also one of my favorite Pokeballs. My dream was like, if I catch Lugia in a Moon Ball, that's like the ultimate symbolism right there. And I believe I did that for Soul Silver at some point, but there's still some really cool things that you can get out of this as well. The Nest Ball, that's a pretty standard ball, doesn't really show too much extra. Yo, the Net Ball though. Got a net coming out, and then the net like breaks open, it looks all like webby and stuff. That's actually still pretty nice. The Pokeball animation, standard blue. Actually, the Pokeball animation, that looks very similar to the Lure, well, actually not to the Lure Ball, but also to the Fast Ball and the Great Ball. So I guess those Pokeballs not really standing out as much as the others. And then we can also see that the Premier Ball, it's kind of like a slightly less Luxury Ball. Doesn't the Luxury Ball just like not have an extended catch rate? So yes, I brought up a quick little thing on the catch rates. We have it right here. We have Premier Ball and Luxury Ball at 1x catch rate. So pretty much the only reason to do that is the Premier Ball is kind of harder to get since you have to buy 10 Pokeballs just to get one Premier Ball. But the Luxury Ball does look pretty dang stylish. Then there's all other kinds of other crazy modifiers and stuff for catching Pokemon. But this kind of shows that there is a bit of a finesse required for catching Pokemon. Then we can also see right here we have the Quick Ball, kind of sharp, speedy animation. Repeat Ball, a bit more orange if you want that. Safari Ball, a more camo style on the Level Ball, as to be expected when you look at it. Sports Ball, man, that goes way back right there. We even have the time. Yo, the Timer Ball looks really cool. Actually, like getting extra on those animations. Really like, kind of like the Sand Dollars with the other Pokeball, the Lure Ball, having these little extra effects. I feel like every Pokeball should have had that. That's why we need ball capsules in Pokemon again. Ultra Ball, a little standard, just has this gray flash on top of like a Pokeball. And then the Ultra Beast Pokeball animation. So, kind of spoilers, I guess, kind of not really, because we've already had official confirmation from Nintendo that the Ultra Beast will be able to be caught, which means that they're probably not going to be able to caught through normal means, and then the Ultra Beast Ball just kind of looks all crazy and stylish right there, and it's what you expect, that whenever you call out the Pokemon, it kind of has that, like, realm-shattering, rift-breaking effect. If you can use Ultra Beast balls to catch regular Pokemon, that would be really interesting, but I kind of doubt it, and I'm still, like, on the fence about Ultra Beast actually being Pokemon. That there's a couple things on the side of it, but yeah. Are you happy now, Internet? I'm pretty happy that we get to see all of the Pokeball animations, and like I said, it's not just something crazy, it's not just like some insignificant thing. A lot of people really care about this, and now there's almost more value on Pokeballs since they are much easier to detect, and it's also going to be a bit more of a flash when the Pokemon enters the field. That right now it's just a little poof and maybe a little bit of a gleam right there, but this is certainly a bit more. And then I guess I'll just kind of tag this in at the end of this news-ish kind of video about Pokemon Sun and Moon, because Pokemon Go has been really interesting. A lot of people have stopped playing it. There's still like a super dedicated fan base though. Like a lot of people are still getting mad views doing Pokemon Go clickbait and stuff, so apparently people are still somewhat interested in Pokemon Go. But right now there is a Halloween event going on. These Pokemon are appearing more often, so spooky Pokemon are kind of where it's at. Also, from October 26th through November 1st, you'll earn double the amount of candy every time you catch, hatch, and transfer Pokemon. Don't forget your buddy Pokemon. They can help you earn candy 4 times as fast. Oh my goodness. All right. So this is your time to max out a Pokemon, level everything up, and then get it going, because 4 times candy for buddy Pokemon, and then these Pokemon have a higher catch rate, and also every Pokemon candy that you earn will be doubled. Yeah, Pokemon Go has been pretty interesting. It's nice to see that they are doing a little bit of an event to kind of keep Pokemon Go up right now. We're wondering what's going to happen with Johto, because, like, there was a big speculation that maybe they'd try to pump out Johto sometimes, or at least another update to the amount of Pokemon that you can catch, and then that would come sometime in October. That way you get you get another month of Pokemon Go, just hardcore, then Pokemon Sun and Moon comes out. Boom, there we go. But now it's hard to tell because there's a lot of Christmassy, well, not a lot, but, you know, you could do like a Delibird release for December and then introduce a few other Johto Pokemon that way. And that could work out, but that might be a little too close to actually Pokemon Sun and Moon. So it doesn't seem like we really know where the direction of the Pokemon Go updates are, that it started out pretty healthy, and now there's still a lot of people playing it. Like, the amount of players still playing Pokemon Go is pretty big, but it's not like the insane, phenomenal launch, so it's kind of settling out right now. I just want to see what's going on with Pokemon Go, but I think that's everything when it comes to Pokemon news that we have for today. So guys, enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Tell me what you think about these kinds of videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching.